guys, it's Ria here and welcome back on my channel. It has been quite some time since we last talked and a lot has been happening, so I decided I'm gonna film a little get ready with me and life update video. I don't want to talk for too long, so let's jump right into the video. Okay, so life update while I'm getting ready. Let me think for a second where I'm gonna start. I went to Korea and Vietnam. Actually didn't just chill in Korea. I had a photo shoot and I met up with a makeup brand called Alicia. I'm sure most of you guys know this brand. So I met up with Alicia and they talked about a little bit of their history and a little bit of what they want to do in the future. And I talked about how I think K-beauty is getting perceived in Europe. And we had a really nice talk, and I have to say that their team is extremely nice. I love them and I love their CEO. Such a nice and lovely team, for real. After Korea, we continued flying to Vietnam and we actually spent some time first in Ho Chi Minh City, which is Saigon. It was my first time in Vietnam and I'm like kind of an anxiety person and I get like overstimulated really quickly, which is why my boyfriend did most of the filming for Vietnam, which is also why most of the filming is on an iPhone. And that's why I've still been like holding back the vlog, because I want to upload it for like the memories, but it's not as high quality as the Korea vlog was. But I know next time I go to Vietnam I will be a better filmer. I don't know why, but like the first time I go to places I always suck at filming, because I'm kind of like just taking in my environment and enjoying it, and I don't really think of filming everything, which I know is bad as an influencer. Like, what am I doing? Why can I not do my job? One thing I have to say that ever since I've been to Korea and Vietnam, my skin has been going a little crazy, which probably has nothing to do with the places. I mean, my skin always goes a little crazy when I travel, but usually it normalizes after. But I feel like my diet has been pretty bad, and if there's one thing that my skin reacts like crazy to, then it's my diet. So I'm trying to drink a lot of water right now, because every time I look at sugar I literally get a pimple. So nice. I know, yeah, you can tell this one. I mean, this is mainly because I also can't leave them alone, which I know is horrible. Like, what are you doing? Leave your skin alone. Don't do this, be better than me, don't pick on your skin. But I can't do it and I make it worse. But I also don't feel like putting a lot of makeup on top of it, because I feel like that's just gonna make it worse. Like, let it be. Anyways, I'm currently trying to get this under control again. But I promise you it's my diet, sadly, because I never drink water, which is horrible. But I literally live off of coffee, which I know I just said I have anxiety. Yeah, I know, horrible idea. Also something I should change, but I never do. Oh yeah, exactly. So in Vietnam I got engaged. I know this is something that like the people who follow me on my other socials as well probably already know, but I've now like talked in detail about it, which I don't know if I will do it now. I'd say like that. I got the proposal. Is that what you call it? I think so, right? So he proposed to me towards the end of our Vietnam trip in Hanoi, actually. And I don't know, most of you probably have not been to Vietnam before, I don't know. But in Hanoi there's like a red bridge, like it lights up in the dark and it's really pretty, and that's where he proposed. It was really cute, and actually at first I didn't really get it. As for like, he was like getting down on his knees and I was kind of like, is this happening? Like, what are you doing? And then like he started talking and I realized that he was actually nervous. And I said yes. I think a lot of people were kind of like semi-shocked, because they were like, what, you're engaged? Like, aren't you pretty young? Which like, yes, I kind of am. So like, I'm 20. I know a lot of people do not get engaged there yet. but a lot of people also have not been in a long-term relationship by that age. I've been with my boyfriend for almost 5 years, so honestly, like, we were sure about this. Like, we've also been living together for a little more than 2 years. Did I expect it at that day? No, but we've talked about it and I knew it was coming, and I'm really happy about it. Okay, what else? Oh, right. So in Vietnam I also met like a big part of his family for the first time. He does have like his immediate family right here in Germany, like his mom and his sister and his 2 brothers, some of his uncles even. So it's not like he doesn't have family here, and I know all of them obviously, but I didn't know the part that was in Vietnam, and like it's a huge family. Anyways, I got food poisoning in Vietnam, and I spent my first day with his family throwing up. Amazing, right? So that was embarrassing, but it's fine. Anyways, when I came back, I made a couple of life-changing decisions, or whatever you want to call it. People who are a little closer to me know that my boyfriend's family, pretty much they are all doing their own thing. Like, pretty much nobody in their family is like just working for like the business of somebody else, you know? And this is something I was always afraid of as like a German girl. Like, I grew up pretty much being like, oh, you need a good degree and then you go to university and then you work. Maybe you can like climb the ladder and work your way up your career, but like doing something by yourself, it was always deemed too risky. So I was afraid of it, and it was never an option in my mind. But then I met my boyfriend and I was like, actually, these people are all doing their own thing, and like, even though they might have like hard times sometimes, they are at least working for themselves. And I don't know, I've kind of decided that I don't want to work for somebody else, and so I'm trying to do something that has always been my passion. So I started making an online shop. And a lot of people are probably like, okay, what? I don't want to say too much. You can check out the Instagram of my shop. I'm currently working on it like all the time, preparing it for you guys. Anybody who loves K-beauty or Korean makeup will hopefully love this. Let's just say that my goal is for this to be more than just a shop. I want there to be tutorials and tips and like little tips and tricks on how you can figure out what color you need and what technique you can use. Like, I really want to not just sell makeup, but I want to make sure that you get the right one for you. Because as somebody who has loved K-beauty, but you know, K-beauty in Germany was only ever an option online, and I know how hard it can be to shop makeup online. Like, shopping makeup in general already is overwhelming, and doing it online just is even harder. And I'm trying to make this a better experience. So I've been working on that. A lot of you already probably know that I've been studying Korean for a long time. Like, I've been on and off studying Korean since I was 12. And I always taught myself, and I went through books like crazy. Like, honestly, I have a pretty solid base when it comes to like general conversation with friends. And honestly, like, writing was always like better for me because I was just way more comfortable when I was texting, because I don't know, I'm like a shy person in general, and as mentioned a couple of times before, I have quite a lot of anxiety. So like, talking to people like in person in a language that I wasn't sure of, or like I just didn't have a lot of chance to like actually practice in real life, was always kind of hard for me. Which honestly is why this trip was pretty good for me, because I went with my boyfriend who knows no Korean at all, and I was pretty much like the only person able to really like translate and ask for things. And he really like pushed me out of my comfort zone, because as an introvert in general, I usually wouldn't even ask questions in Germany. Like, I would just like take it as it is and be like, okay, fine, thank you, bye. when my boyfriend's like a huge extrovert and he asks questions about everything. And when I had to translate for him, oh my god, I have a lash in my eye. So me having to translate for him made me have to ask a lot of questions, which I was terrified at first, but I made it work and I was actually quite proud of myself and I regained some confidence, and now I'm for the first time actually taking Korean lessons, like perfect my pronunciation and help me with grammar. Do you know when you learn a language, or I think it's similar to when you kind of grow up bilingual? When you like understand a lot and you get what it means like in context, but you would never phrase it that way. That's what happens a lot to me in Korean. Like I always can work myself around using a grammar structure that I know but have not used yet. So yeah, I pretty much do this for practice and for somebody to actually push me and be like, use this grammar form, not what you've known before, you know, so I can improve and become better. And it makes me really happy because I always used to be afraid of that. This actually also is a sign for you, like if you've been wanting to do something for so long but you've been putting it off because it seems like too much work, or because you're kind of afraid of doing it and maybe not being as good as you wanted to, do it. Please do it. You will regret not doing it so much more. Obviously, I know that this is all coming from a really fortunate background. Having the freedom to actually be able to just book myself like classes if I want them, and also having the time and the resources for it just is really fortunate. And I know a lot of people can't just do that. So I'm really grateful for that. I don't want to make it sound like I don't want to be a Kim Kardashian being like, get your ass up and work. Was that instant karma? I think so. To summarize it all, I would say, just like any other human being, I'm currently trying to be the best I can be. A little more proactive than I have been before. And obviously also wedding planning. Anyways, I would love to take you guys on this whole journey with me and obviously update you guys throughout the whole progress. Hey guys, it's me again. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, you would really help me out with a thumbs up and maybe subscribe if you haven't yet. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you soon. Bye!